Remarkable enough for 1893. But more was to follow. His tuned circuits led Tesla to design and demonstrate a boat, a model boat, and it was still in the 1890s, which combined both radio control and robotics. The boat operated on a lake in Madison Square Gardens, and it was at least 40 years ahead of its time. It moved forward, the rudder switched right or left, the lights operated all by remote control. The audience called out for boat movements, and Tesla maneuvered the boat from a box like this. But what's much more important is because of the fine-tuning, no enemy with a more powerful transmitter could ever take over the control of the boat. Developments of Tesla radio control are now used all the way from crop-spraying aircraft to guided missiles. But when he first used them, T-clippers were still the queens of the ocean, and the main means of transport was still the horse. The world might have moved ahead faster if Tesla had been more like Edison, more interested in making money. But he was living well on his profits from the Westinghouse contract, and he could afford to indulge in his fixed ideas. Tesla believed that the inventor was an explorer, not a farmer. Explorers open trails to new lands, and they don't bother themselves with the daily grind of growing crops. That was one of his obsessions. He was also mortally afraid of germs. Even at the height of his fame, he always dined alone. His only companion, a pile of clean table napkins. The number of napkins had to be divisible by 3. With one, he kept his hand free of contamination. With another, he cleaned the glassware. He had to calculate the volume of food in every dish before he ate it. He also gave up drinking alcohol, except whiskey, in an attempt to live up to the age of 120. These fixations about health influenced his work. He was the first to suggest that high-frequency current could be applied to medicine. It's used to speed the regrowth of damaged body tissue. True to form, Tesla never patented the idea. He didn't want to profit from something that was for the good of humanity. And before Röntgen fully announced his discovery of X-rays in 1895, Tesla was able to produce pictures like this. Using one of his high-frequency lamps, he claimed to take X-ray photographs from a distance of no less than 40 feet. Tesla might have shown pictures like this before Röntgen, but disaster struck first. Fire destroyed his laboratory, with all his equipment, all his notes, covering years of effort. It was a turning point. From now on, his fortunes changed. The rest of his life was devoted to trying to transmit power and messages without wires. In 1899, he moved west to Colorado Springs, on the edge of the Rockies, where the wild terrain naturally attracts thunderstorms. Tesla believed that when lightning struck, the impact created huge electrical standing waves, rather like the crests and troughs of water set up around a pebble tossed into a pond. Each day he traveled out of town in a buckboard to test his theories. Keep on prodding the Earth at its own natural frequency, and like the lake, standing waves might set up right throughout the planet ready to be picked up anywhere. Lightning, he thought, might do this naturally. If electrical impulses could be transmitted by this method using the stratosphere as a return path, it might be possible, it might just be possible, he thought, to make power available anywhere along the globe without the use of wires.